Okay, testing, testing. Can you hear me? Okay, yeah. This stream taken down. Improper, unapproved COVID narratives. Take the stream down. It's sad that that was actually a thing once, and that people who describe themselves as liberals thought that was a good thing. Lost the streaming. Yeah, it's just fine. It's just the a disconnect on OBS's side. They tilt their head slightly, tail giving a lazy flick. Name's Eric, and you're wearing quite the aromatic gear. Been tangling with dragons recently, or is that just your natural musk? They give you a light-hearted wink before nudging their chin towards your quarterstaff. That's a good piece of wood, by the way. Sturdy. Honor to meet you. And your nose tells you the truth. Truth. I have been fighting it. What a battle it was. There you go. Lets out a rich, knowing laugh and leans back on their haunches, arms crossing over their gambeson. It's funny how, when I was growing up, America was considered this land of geniuses, progress, and wealth, and now it's, as Zizek says, the same, but the exact... I'm familiar with Zizek. I don't put a lot of stock in what he says. Well, I mean, Woody... there still is... There still are those people. I mean, you know, it's like every other society, you know what I mean? I'm sure if you went back to ancient Greece... most people were idiots, you know, even though they, you know, if we go back to medieval or Renaissance Poland, you know, you have people like, what was it, Paracelsus and a couple other, you know, geniuses who contributed to medicine and art and all this other stuff. But then you also just had your random drunk, you know, throwing up in a, you know what I mean? Just recently in a lab in California, they had a positive energy dividend. I forget the exact term that they use. They had a positive energy dividend of in a fusion reaction, right? That's a big deal. Not many people are talking about it because most people just don't care. This has nothing to do with NASCAR or soccer or whatever. The Kardashians, whatever normies do in their fucking spare time. But that's a huge deal. That's like a technology that makes all of this, you know, the science fiction stuff that we read, you know, that's supposedly the power source that they use is fusion. Once that comes online, so many possibilities open up. Look, all of this stuff with AI and these data farms. You know, America's the leader in that because the EU is so anti-growth. I mean, there's lots of fucking smart people in the EU, but in Europe, I should say. There's lots of smart people in Europe. Europe is packed with educated people, and yet they still lag behind North America in all of these relevant tech sectors. You have you know, like, Sweden has a very developed programmer culture. But even then, what's the leading industry from Sweden that, you know, you can't name it, right? So, we embarrass ourselves in a lot of ways. We have a lot of slack-jawed people, more than our share. But at the end of the day, behind all the negative press, America is still at the cutting edge of all of these vital fields. All right. It's just that, you know, like, the internet, the internet reaching the lower classes of people and connecting each nation's hoi polloi means that, you know, you get to... It's hard for someone in Poland to go online and say, I'm going to watch some videos about America and American culture, and you watch a bunch of people getting into a fight at 8 a.m. in a Waffle House, and you say, these people just made the first successful, efficient, you know, cold fusion reaction. It doesn't seem like it. You know what I'm saying? I can understand the skepticism, but that's the way it's always been, is a handful of smart people drag the rest of society kicking and screaming forward. I just watched this documentary on the Second Pubic War. Did I just say Pubic War? I was joking that it was. I wasn't. Whatever. The Second Punic War. I have a bad case of porn brain. The Second Punic War, of course, between Rome and Carthage. And at one point, they're laying siege to Syracuse, and they have Archimedes, the genius mathematician and engineer, and he supposedly comes up with all kinds of gimmicks and plans the city's defense, and they're really struggling against all of this stuff that he's coming up with. But when they finally get a foothold in the city, one random... You say that, but I heard that only 40% fourth grade kids in America pass it. Yeah, but none of them are going to be tasked. None of them are going to be tasked with making the next generation of technology, right? It's just a handful of smart people. Everyone else can afford to be functionally retarded. A risky word to use, but I mean, I'm not using it as an insult or, you know, just actually... They can actually be at that remedial sense. I'm using it in the actual medical sense. Yeah. Obviously, the next generation of physicists are going to be drawn from the people who actually can read. And I don't know, it's the beginnings of some real stark class divisions. And the thing is, you know, they can read on their phones and stuff. I wouldn't want to live around functioning right. Well, we don't have a choice. We don't have a choice. Like I said, all these, they're still making advances in medicine and energy and communications and AI and all this other stuff. The fact that they're in the same time zone as people who are constantly reading and typing with their thumbs on their phones and their mobile devices and all this other stuff, but the level of their English is what we would have historically considered functionally illiterate or something near it. That's just the way it is. I mean, our schools our public schools are terrible. They were terrible when I was in them. They've only gotten worse. I don't know. Maybe one day it will all just collapse. Maybe one day it will all just collapse. Who knows? But maybe civilization really is crumbling. But yeah, it's always just a handful of smart people dragging everyone else forward. Oh, anyway, the story I was going to tell. You had Archimedes, the genius guy, and then when the Romans finally get in the city, one random Roman soldier... I think even at the time they were already called centurions, but this is before the Marian reforms. He just sees Archimedes drawing stuff in like mathematical shape, you know, like geometry shapes in the sand and doing mathematical formulas there, and he just walks up and runs him through with a sword for little or no reason. He doesn't look like he has anything valuable on him. He's just some old man. If the Romans had captured him alive and put him to work for them, they could have, you know, I don't know, set their own military technology to fight all the people that they ended up fighting, you know, a generation ahead of what it was, you know, but whatever. They just killed him. All his knowledge, I mean, who knows? That one Roman soldier, just, you know, some slack-jawed kid, idiot, just killing an old man for no reason at all. Who knows what was lost in terms of the trajectory of human discovery and advancement because of that. I heard the version where we shouted at them for stepping in his circles. yeah, that's the thing, is like, you know, there's always a preponderance of stupid people. There's always a preponderance of knuckle-dragging, mouth-breathing types, and just a handful of people dragging the rest of them desperately forward. And the thing is, the people, the people who are the threat to like the collapse of society. It's not even the people who just drop out of grade school and can't read. It's the people who graduate from college with master's degrees in these alternative social studies that have nothing to do with anything, and they're as unemployable as the kids who drop out in the inner city. Yeah, but now the retards. Yeah, well, who knows? I assume you've seen the movie Idiocracy, right? You know, it's hard not to think that it's prophetic. Let's see. Lets out a rich, knowing laugh and leans back on their haunches, arms crossing over their gambeson. Oh ho, that's a warrior after my own heart. Though if that bronze set's still clinging to you after Dragonfire, pauses to sniff again, ears twitching. Either those old beasts are getting weaker, or you're tougher than you look. Yeah, exactly. It's going to be this weird mix of Idiocracy plus the nagging machine from Demolition Man. You know, the sad part is Demolition Man world doesn't seem like it's that bad. It's just because at least it's like clean and safe. But now they're trying to engineer major cities that it's like the worst parts of Demolition Man, and that you get nagged and policed for your language, but there's none of the safety or cleanliness. It's just poop and crack needles and constant crime. Their grin widens, fangs glinting in the afternoon light. Tell me, did you leave the bastard smoking, or just tenderized enough for a good stew? Dragons, mimics a chef knife in sharpening motion, always better sliced thin. Snorts at their own joke before tapping the knight insignia on their necklace absently. Chorus not so subtly changes the subject. I'd rather chat about yours than mine. So, new to Silverpine, Noja, or just passing through and getting tangled in our charming local real estate innovations? He he gestures vaguely towards Noja's house. Oh, that's be the site of my new business. The Gabagulatorium. Yeah, fun fact about Idiocracy is they chose silly-looking shoes that were cheap, arguing that they look so normal, no normal person would ever wear them. The shoes are called Crocs, and then now they're common. I don't notice people's shoes in a movie or otherwise. Blinks, ears perking upright. Gabagool breaks off into a wheezing laugh, slapping their thigh. Saints alive, that's either the best name or the worst since the Lasser's ye old suspiciously fresh meat emporium. Wipes a tear from their eye. Please tell me you're actually serving gabagool there, or is this one of those, waggles his fingers, mystical businesses? Leans in, voice dropping to a conspiratorial whisper, because if Rosalind catches wind of another, makes the air quotes, potion shop, after that love filter mess earlier, Darian might accidentally set your fine establishment on fire. Just saying. I guess the movie was a documentary. Yeah, it's... I don't know what the future holds. We all suffer from a feeling of powerlessness and dread. Let's see. Okay, this guy's nice, but I'm done talking to him. Hopefully we'll actually get a president as cool as Camacho. Jeez, this bitch who reported me. I can't believe it. Okay, we're role playing that we're moving the crates. We're moving the crates. Oh, he's gone. Where'd he go? Ah, here we go. Oh, I'll take Lee Kuan Yew. I guess move. Oh, yeah, definitely. Okay. Uh, he's crouched by the bakery well, dangling what looks suspiciously like one of Hayden's stolen sausages into Munch's slobbering maw when you enter, immediately perking up with a grin that's equal parts smug and plotting. No, Judge, just a delightfully law-adjacent wolf I wanted to see. Munch suddenly inhales the sausage with a wet glorp, making Creation yank his paw back. Ah, right, so about that fox guard sniffing around earlier. He sidles closer, tail flicking towards Hunter's oblivious back. Wouldn't it be tragic if someone misdirected him toward the totally innocent crates behind the bathhouse? Munch burps up a glittery bubble that pops midair, smelling suspiciously of Rosalind's stolen stew. Leans in and whispers, yeah, those crates like you asked. Nobody saw. Oh, but anyway. Woody, are you familiar with Elder Scrolls games? You know Witcher stuff, because it's required by law in Poland to know about Witcher franchise, but what about Elder Scrolls stuff? You like Morrowind? Oh, get the fuck out of here. Did you ever see Daggerfall? Let's see. His pupils slit with delight as he claps a paw over Munch's maw mid-gurgle. My dear Noja, you're a shadow in wolf's clothing. He whips out a small brass key from his jacket, dangling it just out of Munch's gnashing reach. How'd you like a first pick of tonight's liberated tavern inventory? He grins. Grin turns razor sharp. Daggerfall's too raw. They made a remake of it in Unity that's a bit more user friendly. But even though they're part of the same series, the break of game philosophy game design philosophy between Daggerfall and Morrowind is complete opposites. Morrowind was the first step toward. Well, I mean, it was the first complete change to the world as a theme park. You know, it's packed with content and key locations. Handcrafted world. Yeah, that was the complaint often against Daggerfall. I mean, there's handcrafted content in Daggerfall, but then there's vast wildernesses, right? That it's procedural and you get to a point where you've seen it all. We are working on a new game and a new world to go with it that's going to be really the best of both. It's going to be a very varied world with a lot of stuff to see. And it's going to employ LLMs to have dynamic interactions with the characters. But it's actually going to be based off of Daggerfall Unity's code base. I'm just going to remove all of the intellectual property that belongs to Bethesda and just use the DFU code base as its because it has the MIT license, which lets you do anything with it. So basically, the maker of this game also opened up his code so you can read all the code it's not on GitHub or anything like that. It's just that it's in a format that it's easy to crack open and read it all. And I'm going through both code bases right now, and I'm going to stitch them together into one game, right? So you can travel, and it's going, like I said, it's going to have an original world, original landscape, original cities and characters and all that, and it'll have all of the running around and adventuring and questing. All the running around and fighting and looting that you'd find in an Elder Scrolls game, but when you're in town, the interactions will be like this. So it'll be kind of the best of both worlds, and it'll have a lot of handcrafted content because we have so many people on the Discord who are willing to contribute. Hopefully, willing to contribute. I mean, they've certainly been willing to contribute to the Silverpine stuff. I'm hoping I can recruit some of them, or at least let me borrow some of their stuff to put in the game. Although if I ever decide to make it a commercial project, I'll go back and say, okay, are you comfortable with me using that, or would you like me to remove it? Let's see. Let's say Gareth keeps his good ale. Everyone's all about that ale. Let's see. Silverpine's this, and it's a chatbot driven game. Like all of this stuff that they're saying, it goes to a service that's like GPT or Gemini or whatever, and then it comes back with a dynamic response based on what I type here. So every character here has a different personality profile, and they have different memories, and you just make up adventures. Let's see, what are we gonna do? I don't think we've met. Oh, sprite's a little small. Oh, that's right. This character's canonically short. Abruptly straightens from his half-crouch over the stale bread basket, nearly knocking over a flour sack. Bogarting with the... Let's see, abruptly straightens from his half-crouch over the stale bread basket, nearly knocking over a flour sack as he puffs out his chest. Ha! Another wolf swinging through this backwater shithole. His hood flares slightly as he eyes you up and down, tail twitching. Name's Hunter. Built this body myself. Flexes a veiny bicep that definitely strains his sleeve. Okay. Unlike some, sneers at Creation's lanky form. You, nervous flick of the tongue. You know Meryl, right? Tall drink of scaly no, so apparently you don't know Meryl. She's not tall. Always waltzing through here with her stupid, perfect tail. Freezes, then barrels on. Not that I notice. Just asking, because she's bunking to Garrus tonight, and someone, glares at Creation, keeps bogarting the good stools. Chokes on nothing, clawing at his own throat like Hunter just... No. What fascinating observations, dear Hunter. But really, Noja here was just leaving to help me inspect the structural integrity... Oh. He chokes on nothing, clawing his own throat like Hunter just confessed to poisoning the royal family. Oh, is that so? Wheezes while Munch spits out a suspiciously embroidered handkerchief with M plus heart stitched crookedly in the corner. What fascinating observations, dear hunter, kicks the hanky under a flour sack with his boot, grin straining at the edges. But really, Nojo here was just leaving to help me inspect the structural integrity of Gareth's ale cellar, right, friend? Munch makes a noise like a dying accordion playing Runaway. Yeah. Waste. Okay. Until our next act of civic improvement, my deliciously tall accomplice. Let's see. Yeah, we've got this, we've got the heals. Let's go out and fight some slimes, pick some herbs. But anyway, so you have games like roguelikes or Daggerfall, Arena, and so forth that have, you know, procedural content or whatever. And, you know, people say it's as wide as an ocean but as deep as a puddle. And then you have games like the later Elder Scroll games where, you know, there's still relatively large walking area for a game. But then, of course, the focus is on the writing and how deep you can go. And they're two competing obsessions, really. What I want is the best of both worlds. I want volume in 3 dimensions, so to speak, in that I want a massive world, but if individual people personalize different places, then it seems like it's really a living, breathing place. So, like, imagine if you could take all of the mods on Nexus that have been written for one of the Elder Scroll games, and you just scatter them over a wide area, right? The ones that don't take up, don't bloat your disk space too much, you know what I mean? Not tons of new meshes and textures, right? Just a massive place where you could, you know, just travel for, you know, days and days, and you come across an inn, and the people working at the inn or the guests at the inn have, you know, they feel like real individuals, at least, you know, enough within the realm of plausible, you know, suspension of disbelief, right? I think that would be amazing. And that's what I'm trying to make. Nice. Actually, it's pretty hard. there we go. Orange juice. Damn. Yeah, deer got away. Need a bow. Okay, well this should... I picked just enough herbs that I should be able to get some food once morning comes and I get my check. Yeah, there's that prick Darien. Just leave that and sell it to Roz when I get a chance. Let's see. I wake up feeling well rested. Nice. All right. Still midnight. Let's see. What should we do? Well, we could go for a little mining expedition. Yeah, what we need to do is buy... Okay, we need to buy some proper storage as well. And let's see, do we have... Yeah, we need to buy some get some storage over here. So let's do some mining. On my main playthrough, I don't have to worry about food, so I usually don't have to sell the ore. I just keep it for repairing. Yeah, survival mode's not that bad. Iron's the cheapest. Yeah, still money though. Damn, should have taken one more branch before I came out here. Can't really see. Oh, there. If a golem attacks us, we need to run. Other than that, I can deal with the creatures here. What have you added in the game today? Who have you added? We've seen almost all the characters I added. We had Eric the Wolf. We had Kracian. We had the White Dragon Lady, Seraphine, I think. There's at least one character I've added that I haven't seen. Yeah. We had the Stitched Cat. Silver sells for a decent price. Oh, jeez, sturdy monster. Jeez. This rock structure blocked up. Oh no, no, I thought it blocked up the whole road. Oh, jeez. Why do you have so much health? Probably head back. I saw something. So what's going on, Drar? What are you up to? What's going on? Okay, my pants are a little ripped up. As long as my Gambison or whatever doesn't get destroyed, then I don't count as naked. Your stomach growls. Oh shit. Oh, the bakery's probably already open. Who's this? Did anyone play Kingdom Come Deliverance, where they were always upset if you didn't have a torch at night? I remember if you sat down and played chess or cards or whatever that game was that they had outside the inn, they had a torch right there. But the guard would still get angry with you if you didn't have a torch. Did play it, didn't know that. Yeah, if you walk around at night without a torch, it's a finable offense. raises an eyebrow at you over their mug of something steaming, probably Gareth's infamous morning brew, before glancing pointedly at the dented gold ring on your finger and the faint, still warm dragon blood tang clinging to your armor. You're up early for someone who, pauses dramatically, either got acquitted or escaped custody. Let's see. Come sit, unless you're here to wake Hayden with the clatter of that armor, in which case, please do proceed. I've always wanted to see an angry fennec throw a rolling pin. Eyes your quarterstaff, then smirks. Though last I checked, you were a gabagool merchant, not a breakfast delivery service. Snorts at their own joke. Oh, man. I'm just back from mining. Never finished, main character. I just hated the combat. I thought that game had a lot of things about it that were fun. It had a lot of good points, but the main combat was just so irritating. And a lot of people would say, well, you're just doing it wrong. I call bullshit. Try the archery. You know, try the archery and see how wonky it is, and then tell me that the melee combat is working as intended. You had a lot of teleporting enemies, and it was just aggravating. The thing is, like, you'd be fighting 4 people all the time. You're always fighting 4 people and 2 dogs. And they're just jostling you back and forth, right? They're not even fighting. They're not even attacking you. They're just one guy pushes you to the guy over there. They just push. And those combination moves didn't seem to make any difference at all. If anything, it made you far too predictable, and then they would parry and reverse on it. It was just awful. I mean, like I said, I had fun. You know, getting the fastest horse, and you know, watching people treat me differently as I was wearing more expensive gear, and you know, learning how to read, doing the drunken alchemy. You know, the game had a lot of fun factor in everything except the combat. It was a really well-made map. And you know what the interesting thing was? Is it was interesting to ride around a countryside where there aren't enemy spawners scattered everywhere, you know? Like, you can just be drunk, riding at a full gallop across somebody's field and run into a fence and fall down in your armor and get up. And at no point is a goblin going to come out and try to attack you, you know? It was kind of nice for a change. Let's see. He barks a laugh, tossing the last bite of their honey-drizzled biscuit at you with a flick of their wrist before standing and stretching. Gods, you're practically radiating hunger like a tavern rat. Here, he tosses you a wrapped linen bundle. Smells like smoked fish and rosemary. Caught it yesterday. Consider it a provisional business license fee for the Gabagulatorium zoning approval. Unless you prefer foraging in my turnip patch like last night's escapee raccoon. He nods towards Hayden's darkened bakery window with a chuckle. Or we discreetly liberate a loaf, accidentally. Takes... Thanks. And no, I'm trying to keep my nose clean after that bullshit fine I got hit with. snorts, shaking their head as they lean back against the boulder, arms crossed. Smart move. Darian's got, he taps his nose, an uncanny knack for sniffing out trouble. Let's see. Enjoy the fish. It's honey glazed. My personal felony-free special. If you're looking for real work, let's see. Rosalind's always looking for muscle to all herbs. Yeah, when her shop opens, I guess we could do like a little side quest thing. Let's see. Let's see. A generous fillet of river fish, slow smoked over aromatic wood and seasoned with fresh rosemary, wrapped tightly in a linen cloth. Nice. 24. Oh, that was good, but it wasn't that much. Let's see. Take a drink. At least water is easy to come by. It's too early for that. Let's drop some slime off. Ah, here we go. Here's my paycheck. Okay, so yeah, you can sell ores too. Man, some of this ore is selling so cheap. It's ridiculous. Okay, oh, but silver was twice its normal price. So yeah. I'm just going to throw it all on the market. I don't care. They say it either sells quickly if it's low, or it takes a while to sell if it's high, but then you get more. So it's best not to even just fret over it. Just throw it all in there. And then burn the market letter. Oh, there's a cat guy. I'm not going to talk to him right this second. Let's see. Hey, what's up, Hayden? Sell me some food. You're supposed to be in jail. Did you bribe the guards with muffins? No. Just had to pay a fine. You seem disappointed that I'm free. What, you don't like me? I thought we were buds. His spoon clatters to the floor as both paws fly to his ears in dramatic distress. That's worse! I agree. Now that town knows you're rich. Do you understand how many gold-hungry idiots are going to start? Please don't tell them I bake your favorites. Yeah, okay. Don't worry. Wow. My bro doesn't want to associate with me. Oh, a loaf of bread for... Oh, nice. All my money. Oh man, a fresh loaf of bread. Sometimes I I go to the Safeway and get a yeah, like a baguette, fresh out of their bakery. I wish it was someplace that was a little bit closer. I know there's grocery delivery, but it seems like an extravagance. If anyone asks, you found these. Okay, dude. Okay. Now that we've eaten our bread, let's expand the Gabagoolatorium. Oh, yeah, that's right. Oh, there's here's someone we haven't talked to yet. Ta-da! Ah, here we go. The towering blue and black dragoness glances up from examining a loaf of bread, her golden eyes gleaming with quiet intelligence as she takes in your unfamiliar scent. Her armored tail sways gently behind her, the bronze plates clicking softly. She straightens to her full height, her muscular yet feminine form exuding quiet confidence as she studies you with a warm, curious expression. Good morning, traveler. I don't believe we've met. I'm Sophie, the village healer. You must be new to Silverpine. Her voice is deep yet melodious, carrying both kindness and the weight of centuries-old wisdom as she casually brushes a stray breadcrumb from her armored chestplate. Pleased to meet you. If you hurt her, still ask her to heal you. Or if you're hurt, I wonder, can they do... I mean, she might give me a potion of healing. I don't think she... Pleased to meet you. I already like you much better than some other dragon folk. Her lip curls into a amused smirk, revealing just a hint of sharp teeth as she tilts her head slightly, making the lamplight... Let's see. Revealing just a hint of sharp teeth as she tilts her head slightly, making the lamplight dance across her dark scales. Oh, she crosses her arms under her ample chest, the motion making her pauldron shift with a quiet, metallic chime. Let me guess. One of the highborn worms from the capital giving you trouble, or was it a particularly grumpy ice drake up north? Her tail gives a playful flick, clinking against a table leg. Either way, I can assure you I'm much more pleasant company. Unless you're here trying to steal my brother's hoard, in which case, well, we'd have words. Alright, heading out. Yeah, thanks for stopping by, Woody. It was good to see you again. Your brother's rich. Is he hiring? I like this expression. She lets out a rich, booming laugh that shakes her armored frame, drawing attentions. Oh, let's see. Oh, someone else is recommending I get a job from Rosalind. Let's see. She lets out a rich, booming laugh that shakes her armored frame, drawing Hayden's attention briefly from behind the counter. Oh dear, no. He's just a territorial idiot who collects river stones and claims they're valuable minerals. Though if it's work you're after, Rosalind at the herb shop could use strong paws for collecting forest poppies. Dangerous work, though, but you look like you can handle yourself. It's nice meeting you. Back to work. Please visit my new eatery when it's wave leaves. So there you go. That answers your question. There's tons of dragons. There's a lot of dragon characters. If you search for dragons, you get like 8. People love their dragon folk. Oh, I certainly will. Just don't serve roasted hare. My brother gets insufferable when he smells it. Got a feeling his stews won't be the only thing worth sampling. Oh, hey. The dragons outnumber the rabbits. Yeah, yeah. Oh, dude, those rabbits. Fucking... oh, this is the narc dragon who keeps narking on me with her narcolepsy. Let's see. Let's go here. Finish picking this rock. Oh, yeah, I was still hurt. Yeah, maybe she would have given me a potion. This will be enough to regenerate that health. He just took a nap. Oh, there's a lot in here. There we go. Let's see. Let's see. We're gonna 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, let's build. Let's build some floors. We need. Hammer. Oh, we really need some new storage. This is not a good system. Yeah, this is a bad system. Let's drop this stuff. See if we can buy a crate. Oh shit, we don't have any fucking money. Well, let's take the old apron. Is there anything here of any value? The nails, I guess. I just saw Roz walking, so she's not going to be able to buy the oozes from us just yet. But we do have a fair amount of ooze. There's Hunter. Let's go. Oh, here. So this is going to be the test of whether or not that memory mod is functioning correctly, because this is the only recycled character that we've seen before. He was in episode 1. He's the Weasel Mook. And it doesn't look like it did. Well, shit. Yeah, if he acts like he's seen us for the first time, that means that the memory mod didn't do what it's supposed to do. Vinny stops mid-stride, twisting his long neck, looking up, ears down. Let's see. Yeah, it didn't work. I mean, I know I imported previously. Because remember, this guy, we had a whole murder plot. That's a bit irritating. If it doesn't work, I'll have to go back to manually editing the memories. Which isn't the end of the world. It just takes a minute. Let's... Okay, I'm going to save, and we're going to import restored, live NPCs checked, 18, no archive record. Okay, so now let's see. Oh, okay, there. Wait. Let's see if he remembers... Oh, no, he doesn't. Yeah, so, it doesn't work. Oh, wait, actually, let's... Vinny, I used that thing you gave me and took care of that problem we discussed. Yeah, this is definitely the same save file, so I don't know what it did or why. But I bought some poison gas from him and used it to murder somebody. His eyes widen comically before he claps both hands over his mouth. He recovers with a cough. Sheesh, pal, you gotta be discreet with the deets. But yeah, I vividly recall our, social engagement. Let me say, you really delivered on the hypothetical arrangement. We actually discussed this further. Some was soundproof, you know, for hypothetical reasons. Yeah, I don't think he remembers it. He's just, it's the AI pretending that it knows. Yeah, I think I had his approval, like, in the middle or somewhere. I don't know. Yeah, the mod's clearly not working, right? Let's see. Looking around wildly. I want my money back. Yeah. Oh, wait, what? What did he... Note, since you haven't provided or established any special thing that Vinny gave Noja in our prior interaction, there isn't a named item to reference. If you'd like to retroactively define what Vinny gave him, let me know and I can adjust accordingly. Okay. Well, that's the proof. Yeah, that's the final proof that he doesn't really remember. Okay, hang on. I gotta minimize this window for a second. Yeah, so the that's too bad. I'm sure it just needs some tinkering and some experimentation, but yeah, the memory mod's not working. Or it could be. The thing is, usually after the stream, I start a new save file, but it's supposed to be per save file, so it shouldn't matter. But yeah, that's clearly just not how it's supposed to work. So I'm gonna have to go back to manually backing up everybody's stuff. Oh, was it worth anything? No, it's not. Definitely don't want to talk to Seraphine. The feline's tail lashes as he eyes your scorched, blood-stained bronze armor with thinly veiled disbelief. Judging by the dragon blood crusting your pauldrons, you've clearly escalated to more... I love that I have this badass armor that I'm not cleaning. Seraphine's scales rattle as she muffles a laugh into her claws. You know, you have it coming, lady. You have it coming. Here I was complimenting your character design, and then you go and lose me all my money. I'm gonna get up for a quick second, just stretch. Oh, he's thinking for a long time. Okay, I'll just read what he said. The feline's tail lashes as he eyes your scorched, blood-stained bronze armor with thinly veiled disbelief, his claws flexing against the countertop, like he's physically restraining himself from asking, no, demanding an explanation. I'd ask if you finally declared war on the bathhouse. His voice is smooth as poisoned honey. But judging by the dragon blood crusting your pauldrons, his pupils slit, you've clearly escalated to more. A pointed flick of his ear towards Seraphine's white-scaled form across the store. Problematic opponents? He exhales sharply through his nose, shoving a ledger toward you with more force than necessary. Sell what you want, take what you need. But if that ring, his claw taps against the gold band on your finger, the same one you bit test before, Winds up in my inventory again. I'm charging you a cleaning fee for the saliva damage. That was a torrent of things that made no logical sense. It's just him looking at stuff. Oh, all that and I got a ledger. Is the ledger any value? Let's see. Switch to selling. What's this ledger? A well-worn leather ledger. Its pages crammed with Aldrich's precise, claw-marked tallies of every questionable deal you've made with them, each column ending in the feline's judgingly underlined totals. Sell. 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 So what? Oh yeah, that's right. I want some doggone, like a crate. Oh shoot. Okay, I need to scrape together 9 more gold, and then get that crate. That won't be too hard to get. His tail stiffens as you slide the familiar flour-dusted... Okay. Gods, you are financially... That's twice in 3 days you've sold me this damn thing. Fine. But if I see it again, I'm donating it to Knuckles. Okay. Oh, good. You're exhausted? Yeah, tell me about it. Alright, lady. So I wonder, did I use it wrong? Did I import a memory that was old and didn't... I don't know what. Like, could it... If I hadn't hit the import button, would it have automatically loaded it up? I just don't know. Oh goodness. Okay, we'll give her to the end of this minute, and then we might have to reset it. You have... Oh, there we go. Rosalind looks up from her work table where she's carefully separating lavender stems. Did you need something, or just stop by to chat? The shed. Damn, it still thinks it's the shed. It should be the Gabagulatorium. Let's see. Sell. There we go. She inspects the oozes you've brought. The warm scent of crushed oh, that's quite the haul. No wonder you look battle-worn, dear. You're getting rather good at this. Unless, of course, you're trying to butter me up now that I've refused your earlier requests. I don't remember what that is. Let's see. Setting aside her mortar and pestle, she wipes her hands on her apron and steps closer to inspect the oozes you've brought. The warm scent of crushed lavender still lingers in the air as she carefully picks up one of the vibrant red slimes, tilting it against the window light. These are quite the haul. I already read this. She gives you an approving hum before counting out the coins into your palm with deliberate care, her fingers brushing yours briefly. Okay, thank you. Okay, now we can buy that crate. I'm often going to skip what the merchants say because I'm just here to buy stuff. Sell, buy, leave. Yeah, it's a shop. You know, find other work if you don't like it. Has anyone here played the old school Dragon Quest games? There was one where it was really early on in the series. I think it was like 3 or 4, and you had to play as a merchant, and you went out and sold stuff at your shop. It was kind of ahead of its time, putting that sort of gameplay in a game that otherwise it wasn't about that kind of stuff. Let's see. Okay, that's good. His tail stops mid-flick as you grab the crate. I advise reinforcing the bottom, unless you fancy you watch... let me see. And Seraphine's still laughing, even. She's a jovial type at the end of the day. Let's see. Let's go. Let's momentarily deconstruct that. Oops. And we're gonna place item, crate. Place it like that. Make it seem like there's more room. No. Well, whatever. Whatever. No. Yeah. Okay. Often I should sleep with the door open just because I don't know. Well, I mean, I'll just sleep in the dark, I guess. Oh, and with the game that I'm making, I'm definitely gonna be using Silverpine's UI as the core basis of it, because the Daggerfall UI is not exactly a very friendly UI. So I'm gonna be taking all of the functionality from the Daggerfall menus and using this as a basis for it. In addition to just Daggerfall being an older game with not so friendly conventions and UI philosophy, it's also an immediate mode UI by the look of it. And immediate mode UIs are kind of a pain, as opposed to scene-based object UIs. So hopefully it'll be just a bit friendlier. Okay, there we go. Now all our stuff's all put together really well. Okay. Now we're really tired, so we're gonna rest. Okay. Now we're rested. And no food. And now we can take much better stock of what we've got and all that. Alright, well, we're going to need more planks, that's for sure. Take... Oh, did I take an axe instead of a handsaw? Have I talked to Celandine at all in this playthrough? Oh, I have. Okay. The dark-scaled snake woman lounges against the bar with her tail coiled lazily around a stool. You look like a drowned rat, pup. You're still the prettiest thing in this tavern. Oriana would throttle me for saying that, but she's not here, is she? Hold on, I gotta get some food. Would have let Eric keep feeding you, but figured you'd drag half the river. Okay. And Ruckus. They still think about Ruckus. The black-furred wolf pauses while wiping down the counter, yellow eyes flicking up to assess your drenched form and armor with a mix of weary amusement and something you can't quite place. He's thinking a lot. Maybe he's going to give us some free food. His voice rumbles like the distant thunder outside as he nudges a steaming bowl of beef stew towards you with one claw. Awesome. I mean, the people in the Silverpine are nice. Half the time you talk to them, they either give you tea or food. Let's see. Would have let Eric keep feeding you, but figure you'd drag half the river in here eventually. He snorts, tossing a dry rag beside the bowl. Why is tea so damn heavy? Yeah. Eat before I charge you for the puddle. His tail flicks towards the dent in the counter where Fargo's claws had gouged the wood earlier, now sanded smooth but still visible. And if Ruckus asked, you lost the blueprints. Again, he mimics snapping a pencil between his massive paws. It's all the tea in China. Oh man, beef stew. Let's see what, oh, this is plus 42 to health. To hunger. Pretty good. Trade. I should still... Oh, and he has some awesome beef stew that's plus 70. Let's buy some sausage to tide us over for later. Well, the damn rain, combined with the sanity damage that it causes, is going to prevent us from sawing logs in the middle of the night, which is what I usually do. I just go out in the pouring rain and just harvest more and more lumber. But it looks like we can't. Okay, thank you for the food. That's very nice of you. Well fed. Nice, nice. Okay. Jeez, I can't... Okay, I think I see the silhouette of the guardhouse. Oh. Well, now we need to find, well, we might as well sleep through the night, because there's, yeah, it's not really practical like this to, yeah, it's just not practical to do stuff at night, and during the rain especially. Might as well just top off our well-rested bonus and hope that it's not raining in the morning. The only problem is now we're getting hungry and thirsty. And our sanity is not going back up. Oh. And it's still frickin' raining. let's see. Well, we do have some planks. I guess we'll just go. We'll go ahead and start expanding with what we've got. Let's see. Oh, it's just pitch black without that. Alright. Okay, you know what? I guess we need this fire pit as well until we make our place just a little bit larger. Nice. 40 gold. Water skin refilled. Let's see. And start the construction. And we can stay dry during all the construction as long as we stick to... Okay. Okay, and now I want to store, and you can do meta storage, which is pretty cool. We're gonna store that in there. I hope that this is registering as the Gabagulatorium and that this place isn't going to have like a ghost reference as a shed. Hunter. I need nails. Oh, these nails are going to be expensive. Shit. I like how the two criminals are just hanging out next to each other. I'll be right back. Okay. Let's see. No, radiant as ever, even in this dreadful weather. Munch girls at his feet. Tell me, do wolves dream of stolen mead? Because I may or may not have liberated an entire barrel from Gareth's cellar last night. His tail flicks towards the bathhouse innocently. Care to help me relocate it before someone, Hunter, notices? I'll pay you in scandalous gossip and Rosalind's borrowed pastries. A fellow artisan, slightly used but sturdy. Okay. Let's see, how many do we get? Borrowed. What about the nails? Do we get the nails too? Let's see. His ears flick in delight as he digs into Munch's maw. What? Creation will meet you at the bathhouse, the communal bath, in 11 hours. Okay. What did he give me? Oh. Let's see. Oh, wow. It's a weapon and it's a flail. A well-worn hammer, its wooden handle faintly gnawed and still damp from mimic slobber. The steel head stamped with unmistakable Miller family crest. I thought it would just be the tool, a hammer, instead of a flail. So let's see. My quarterstaff does 8 to 12. This does also 8 to 12. But with a 50% critical strike chance. Never see this weapon type. Play fetch with the mimic using the hammer. You can get it in the Glacial Fortress. You sometimes get these in chests. Well, awesome. Oh, he's not in? Damn. Let's see. What should we do? I guess we should get some food. What's this guy doing? Oh, it's the mook. What's he doing, I wonder? Oh gods, the hammer. The Miller hammer? How's people... You stole it from Uncle Ruckus? No. Why are you connecting these dots? Just there for some food. It keeps for 6 days. That's pretty good. There. We took care of our food situation for a little bit. But now we need to get some more doggone nails and some more This is too much. He shoves the extra strudels towards you with trembling paws. Please don't tell Uncle Ruckus I sold to you. He practically... Okay, dude. Relax. Okay. This food spoils first, so we'll eat this first. Nice. Got some sanity back. Okay. So let's see. We got 2 planks. The bread's kind of heavy. I'll keep the strudel on my person. So I'm going to need planks eventually. I'm going to take this... take a handsaw. I'm pretty sure I cut down some trees already. Or not. Well... Shoot. Oh, I had the axe on me already. Oh. There we go. Okay, rain finally cleared. Now I don't have to worry about sanity damage anymore. Okay, now let's check, see if... Oh, he must have taken a trip to the doggone capital. Well, I guess we're just chopping trees until he gets back. It's a shame you can't smelt iron into nails or something like that. Oh yeah, you know one of the great things about Daggerfall is you can buy a cart, and then you can just load tons of stuff on it. And then when you're in a shop, or if you're inside a dungeon, you can just load stuff onto the cart without leaving the instance, which is pretty sweet. Just gonna chop wood till it's time for us to... Did I ever... Yeah, I refilled the water skin. You're exhausted, yeah. So I wonder, do you expend more when you're doing stuff, or is it just time? wake up feeling dazed. Alright. Let's see. Have a drink. Have some strudel. And let's see. Just pick up some sticks on the way over. Oh, jeez. Encumbered. Oh, I still have the damn... store. I still have the saplings as well. Oh, didn't even see that person until they were past me. You don't have enough gold to enter the fucking... I guess we're just gonna loiter outside the bath until it's time for us to have our meeting. Hopefully we'll make a lot more money once we're shaking people down for RP money at my small business. I'm just going to stand outside the Gabagoolatorium, and as people buy, I'll be like, hey, you hungry? Here's some Gabagool. Get like, you know, 5 gold a piece. Leans back from the honesty box, jingling their coin purse shut with a satisfied smirk. Let's see, well, if it isn't Verndal's most notorious gabagool magnate soon. Still clinging to that borrowed hammer, I see. And is that actual cleanliness under all that dragon stench? That's progress. Now, unless you're here to launder more than just your fur, might I suggest drowning your fines before Darian remembers you exist? Let's not get ahead of ourselves. Finish the building. Dragoness chuckles as she peels off one of her armored gauntlets. Eric's just jealous. If you're taking suggestions for the eatery, a private corner... Let's see. A private corner with slightly warmer water for my brother would earn you a very grateful regular. The big oaf still thinks rivers are proper baths. Let's see. Let's see. Because the only magnate business he's good at is collecting arrows in unfortunate places. Let's see. Let's see. Hopefully I can count on you as up and running. You two, Gabagool, rich in protein. Her amber eyes snap up from the book she's holding. Protein? I only consume pure supplements, Noja. None of that street meat. Though, if Celandine insists on trying it, I might sample a bite. For quality control purposes. And only if you throw in extra cheese. Bursts out laughing, nearly upending the honesty box as they clutch their stomach. By the gods, listen to you all. Let's see, you need construction advice while doing it? Nah. Alright, you guys. Enough of your shenanigans. There we go. There it is. Slithers up to you with that telltale sway of his tail. Munch gurgling ominously at his heels like a lip. Okay. Let's see. Slithers up to you. My industrious wolf. Right on time for our noble relocation project. Ignore Eric's judgy stare. He's just jealous of your hammering skills. As promised, if you peek behind the willow screen, you'll find that borrowed barrel. Now featuring complimentary indignation from Gareth. Shall we? Whispers. You just keep everyone distracted. Try playing fetch. Here, I'll take your suggestion, Forbidden Night, and I'll work it into my criminal enterprise. With I'll move this stuff while you do. Yeah, that coding project is going to be a pain in the neck, but the result should be something pretty amazing. What I'm doing is I started with one class from Daggerfall's codebase, and then one class from Silverpine's codebase, and I'm just going around in like a spiral outwards based on how they reference each other. and I just comment all these classes out, and then I go back and see, okay, where does this class in the middle of the spider web rely on the ones next to it, and then I uncomment it and put in like temporary placeholders and things like that, and I'm just slowly moving outward, and then this one is slowly moving outward until we get a bunch of things that overlap, and then I'll say, okay, well, the item class from each, are they going to get smushed into each other, right? With some redundancies at first, of course, and then eventually they'll be kind of stitched together, both of those code bases, so that and then we take the best from each. And like I said, Daggerfall is going to be the combat and the exploration in a lot of the world, and then of course Silverpine is going to be mostly focused on how does it serialize everything, or you know, format it for talking back and forth to the LLM. But imagine you're playing, you know, a full-on Elder Scrolls kind of game, and you get a custom item, you know. But there's going to be a lot more hard-coded content, you know. Let's see. Munch, my darling disaster. It's time for your magnum opus. He flings a stolen butter knife towards the bathhouse entrance with a flourish, sending Munch scuttling. Eric, darling, do help me contain this rabid treasure chest. Move fast, Wolfie. Hunter walks in. We're both dead and or dramatically scolded. Wow. I move all the ale. Tears welling up as he clutches his chest. Munch, sweet, simple Munch. Who knew fetch could be so profitable? Keep going, Wolfie. Just don't trip on Munch's conveniently spilled ball bearings. Dramatically dives to shield the mimic as it accidentally knocks a shelf of bath oils onto Eric's head. Complete the walk over to it's done. Everything's secure. Slaps a delighted paw over his mouth as he surveys the scene. Eric, now half buried in towels. Munch innocently. Okay. Our first round's on Garrett's missing inventory. Tomorrow's problem, naturally. Okay, now is the LLM smart enough to remember what I wanted in payment? Slaps a delighted stolen tanker to me. Thanks, but still the matter of the nails. I need as many. Imagine if you could do like a full-on quest and then demand payment in a certain kind of good. Suspiciously uniform nails. Ta-da! Premium Verndal forge quality. And complimentary rustic alternatives. But if you really want volume, I might know a certain... Oh, wait. One lost crate of ironwork, and your gabagulatorium could be twice as gloriously whatever it is. Okay. Let's see. Digs into Munch's mop to his elbow, emerging with a handful of slightly damp, suspiciously uniform nails. These don't look stolen at all. The nails from creation. His ears twitch mischievously as he drops the nails in your palm. A down payment for future exploits. Meet me under the bridge. Give me my nails. Munch belt. Okay. I think it's just one. I think he just gave us one. Yeah. It's better than nothing. It's 10 gold. I didn't have to spend. Business is booming. Meet you under the bridge at Moonrise. Nah. I'm good. Stolen tankard of mead. Let's see. Who's this, Hunter? I don't have any business for you right now, Hunter. Let's see. So, what do you think? How much building should we have to build before we can say that our Gabagulatorium is actually in business? I think we only really need one more handful of nails, because if you look, we got 1, 2, 3 here. And then if we expand, we're going to need... Yes, we need a total of 6 more nails. Actually, we should probably just sleep. Do we have... We don't have any gold. Whatever, we need to sleep anyway. Yeah, getting nails is always the bottleneck. One time Creation gave me 500 nails. And that prompted the creator of the Creation mod to go back and nerf his ability to give you good items. Okay. And let's get some of our bread. Does it take longer to eat the better foods? I wonder. Water skin refilled. Okay. Alright, good. We got our check. 15 gold. if we want money, we're gonna have to... Okay, so that's just sticks. We'll just leave those there. What do we have in... Okay, planks. We still need more planks as well. Okay, Aldrich should be open if he's in town. But we still don't have enough. Shoot, we might have to sell... Oops. Oh, the crate itself is worth 20. Well, you know what? We can get rid of the keys by sell... Okay, let's... Oh, but you know what? That's really heavy as well. That's fine. Let's go quarterstaff, take... Oh, that's Hayden. Aldrich. Wait, is that Aldrich's? Yeah, damn it. AI viewers? No, thank you. They used to say best viewers. The bots had come in, they say the best viewers are available here. And you're like, oh man, that sounds great. Let's see. Let's talk something. That hammer looks well loved. If you ever need something heaved, I'd be happy. Let's see. The mighty black and blue dragoness strides down the muddy path towards you. A satchel bulging with freshly harvested herbs bounces against her hip while she flashes you a knowing smirk, golden eyes gleaming with amusement in the foggy noon light. If you ever need something heaved, I'd be happy to lend my scales. Though fair warning, my brother might mistake you for a treasure thief and set your shop aflame. Let's see, manage, labor just fine. Nails that I'm short on. Her tail pauses mid-sway. Nails? That's a merchant's game. Next time Rosalind drags me foraging, I'll snag some. Unless you'd rather wait for Muriel's next courier run. Though I hear she charges extra for heavy deliveries. Her voice drops to a purr. See, snag some blackthorn for you. Hard as iron when dried. I don't think that will do. Let's see. Oh, jeez. Darn. I'll just drop this stuff off here. And then sell it when he gets back. Yeah, I don't think I'll necessarily build some of the gargantuan structures that I usually do in my single player. Or not single player, you know, my offline games. That's what I mean. Is my sanity going down just from sawing wood? Okay. I think his store is actually shut down. Wait, was that? Oh, he's not even at it. Run your damn shop. Oh, jeez. Oh. Huh. I'm gonna wait a little bit before I waste this bread. Right now, my guy. Yeah, as a matter of fact, I'll gain a little bit of hunger while I sleep, and then I'll be ready to. I might have just enough planks, because you do gain some as you tear your thing apart. Might have just enough planks. So what else is going on, everyone? You feel unhinged? Oh. What? Why am I unhinged? What? Wake up feeling well rested. Why am I unhinged? Just breeding pals in Pal World. How many species do they have? Pokemon's over 1,000 now. Oh, I guess I need to drink some tea or something to get to 1 a.m. 1 a.m. What does there even do at 1 a.m.? Yeah, this is always the... You know what I could do is I could get into some fights. Yeah, I'm gonna try out my new flail. Although the rain is probably gonna make the sanity an issue. But whatever. You feel unhinged, yeah. Oh, hey, what's going on, Meryl? $204? That's a pretty good variety. Bunch of alt versions. I was working on an indie game with someone, and he wanted it based off of. Well, I just asked him, you know, what are some games you like? What are some of your favorite games of all time? And one of them was Suikoden, which is based off of the story, you know, the Chinese story of 108 fated heroes, each of whom had a celestial sign or star or whatever. Yeah, they each of them had a star that they were based off of. So there's 108 guys. And I said, okay, well, let's make 108 characters for it. And he's like, oh, dude, let's just make a handful of them. And I said, well, you know, like, if you're going to advertise like that, then the variety of characters is going to be part of the draw. And so I sat down and I churned out 108 characters. And then he ended up going, like, radio silent. And I don't even know what happened to him. I think something really bad happened. But it was a shame, because it could have been a good game. Perched atop the market crate like some scaled gremlin, her claws sorting through the bundles with practiced efficiency. She flicks an ear at the sound of your approach before glancing up with a toothy grin, orange eyes gleaming in the faint moonlight. Back already, big guy? Either you're as restless as a thunderstorm, or that hammer's got you fixing more than just furniture around here. Though if you're sneaking around in the rain, maybe I should ask what or who you're hiding from. Gareth's ale tabs catching up, or did someone finally make Oriana actually hiss? Can I, see, can I, place in for some nails to finish my building? Nails? What, did you gnaw through the last batch? See, okay, let's see. Unless you're willing to pay extra for a midnight raid on Thalasser's supply wagons. I know a mimic who owes me favors. Let's see, ain't no carpenter in this backwater, Wolfie. Best you get. Okay. I'll just give her all my gold and see, take this and see what you can do. Eyes widen as the coins clink into her palm. Sometimes the AI registers the gold as being very valuable. So even though nails normally cost 10 for a box or a handful, whatever, sometimes they think, oh wow, this is fortune. How many nails could you buy with actually, you know, this much gold in real life? Let's see. Meryl meet you at the bathhouse, communal bath. I don't have the money to get in the communal bath. Let's see. Oh, somebody's serious. Consider it done. Wagon raid, mimic bribes. The whole spectacle, though if we get caught, I'm blaming the hammer. That Miller's Crest already got bandit written all over it. Meet me by the bridge at Moon High tomorrow. Try not to let Oriana catch you skulking around with her nails. There's so many logical errors in what they're saying. It's just... it just throws words out. Silverpine's got lead in the water. It really does. It rationalizes everything as... Oops. You know what would be a good thing is if you're standing close to a tree, you don't get rained on. Like just temporarily. I guess it would be kind of a hit or miss thing in real life if you tried. Oh! Feel unhinged. Yeah, I think it was every time it crosses the center point, it gives that message whether it's going up or down. Hey, Master Helvar, need a... Yeah, oh yeah, he definitely. Or an umbrella. So, what is it? One of the characters taunted me saying I should bring an umbrella. And I'm like, well, an umbrella doesn't exist in this world. Otherwise, that would be sound advice. I can't reach that herb. There's like a solid wall of tree. Oh, here, good. Ah, there we go. How you doing, Helvar? Oh, and I've reached the edge. How's everything going? Always pick up a strange plant to see if it has a lure on it, so you can make those highly controversial allure potions. I can't reach that guy, he's just gonna keep shooting me. What is this? Especially dense trees today. Come here, you. Boy, oozes were an interesting choice of default enemy, weren't they? With their constant spit and slow. I think he was worried that, you know, the player would just run from all danger and get away too quickly in before Three Eyes Heads. Ooze Girl. Well, I mean, there kinda is in the form of the latex elemental shifting figures. Ah, there. Finally some money. I've yet to speak to one. Oh, an NPC. I thought... Okay, I didn't read your whole comment. I just read Ooze Girl and I thought an enemy. Let's see. Store. Oh, you know what? I should have dropped off the... Okay, whatever. Probably take this stuff right back out. Yeah, man, but it's been an exciting time. There's just so much happening all at once. And just so you know, over the weekend I'm going to be out of town, so there won't be any streams until I get back. We'll probably miss like 1 or 2 days. Not that there's a huge crowd of people clamoring to be in here. Let's see. And the other thing is, like, if ratings for the stream don't improve, I might think that the time is better spent. Weird hammer. Yeah, Creation gave this. A well-worn hammer, its wooden handle faintly gnawed and still damp from mimic slobber. And it's a flail. I don't know if you've... Some people have played this game for a long time and never got a flail. I got one really early on because I was like an early adapter to the Glacial Fortress, and that's where they usually drop. Only cloth can resist water as prawn. Does it? It's interesting. Okay, so let's... Oh yeah, let's take the... Okay. Oh geez, what hour does she open? Add clips over? Okay, welcome back. Oh, that's right. I dropped the stuff off here. Oh, thank goodness. Oh, they got the criminal mongoose here. Or the weasel, excuse me. Alright, Aldrich. Sell me some nails so I can finish this damn building. You know what would be funny is if, okay, in that crate I have 2 key items which have 0 gold as their value. I wonder if you sell someone a crate that has stuff in it, does it assess the total value of it? So you give someone like a little gift basket and it's as valuable as everything you're storing in it? Come on, Aldrich, you can do it. You can do it. There we go. Okay. Oh, look at that runestone. Jeez. Oh, he has 9 nails for sale. That's good. Let's go. So this is... Oh, yeah. So let's go. Sell the old quarterstaff. And he doesn't buy any of this other stuff. Okay, we're gonna go. Can we increase how much stuff he stocks per day? With a mod? Yeah, absolutely. I mean, the whole code base is open, so basically the sky is the limit. The sky is the... I think that's exactly how many nails we need. You do realize this makes you my most artistically bankrupt customer. That's fine. I'm poor. Seraphine is always here and she's always laughing at me. She's gonna get what's coming to her. Who's this? Oh, that's the weasel guy, I think. Where is it? Oh no, it's Eric. It's Eric the wolf. Let's see. Let's just drop these oozes on the ground. Okay. Now, can we finally finish our doggone building project? Here we go. So what I'm going to do is once we've expanded the room, we're going to try to get a bow and arrow and kill some wild animals. And I'm going to say as long as I have the raw animal, as long as I have the animal meat, I can sell gabagool until it runs out. Shoot. Damn, our character's getting hungry again. Unless we eat some planks, we don't really have anything. Let's see. How late does Hayden's Bakery stay open? Is it like... Damn, she must be on a trip to the capital. shoot. Now, when I got a surplus of planks and nails, I can just build these, you know, build out all outside with the scaffolding, and then that's not really possible now. Oh, shit. I feel unhinged. I need some tea. Rose. Oh, you know what I should do? I should use my 5 gold and get my sanity back. Alright. We all good? Yeah, there we go. Sometimes you just gotta take a bath. I hadn't bathed in the entire time I was here. Well, I mean, I got rained on off enough. I'm probably clean. Now what you gotta do is spend a little bit of time. I wish you could hover over these and see their values quickly. Okay, and that dries your clothes out really good. Okay. Oh, I wanted to talk to Celandine and Hunter at the same time. Her black scales glisten with bathwater. That armor looks far too restrictive for proper bathing, pup. Planning to scrub dragon blood off bronze while the rest of us enjoy this, the steam? Another thing is, when I have the Daggerfall style items, I think I'll make a process where you can clean or burnish it or repaint it or whatever, and it'll change the description. Does our little mercenary have family secrets? Let's see. Even your hammer, they always comment on equipment. I think it factors too much. Maybe as you just build relationship with, but no, even when I've had relationship really high, they talk about your equipment too much. I think that there should be some weighted factors in it so that it's not always talking about what you have equipped, because it's like, okay, yeah, I still have a hammer. That's an interesting friend you've got there. Stolen? Borrowed? Doesn't... Gifted. Smiles. If the game could keep mentioning your equipment when you have new... Yeah. How terribly vague of you. First sweet rolls, now hammers. Next you'll be telling me the imported oils hidden in that ratty shed of yours. It's not a shed, it's a gabagulatorium. I always unequip my weapons or else they won't be able to... Yeah, especially if you're armed. At first I thought like there was a danger factor, like a weighted danger factor if you were armed and they didn't want you to be, kind of like in... there's a couple RPGs where if you talk to people with your weapon Tron, they don't like it. But... no, it's just that the stuff you're wearing is a hugely disproportionate thing. Let's see. Oh, now I can get a conversation with all of them. I want to see if the banter between Celandine and Hunter is any good. Seraphine. I'm gonna get up while she thinks. Let's see. Blinks in surprise as she steps into the communal bath, her white scales glistening with rainwater as she shakes her wings lightly. Oh, I didn't realize you were all here, just passing through to visit Rosalind, but she cuts herself off, awkwardly shuffling her feet, her tail flicking nervously. I mean, she's not even home today, so... Clears her throat, her gaze darting between Noja's hammer and Celandine's... There you go. Can't walk around with a hammer and people... Anyway, Celandine's teasing smirk. Maybe I'll just stay for a bit, if that's all right. She eases herself onto the wooden bench, though her posture remains stiff, as if she's unsure whether she intruded on something. Leans in closer to you, her voice dropping to a conspiratorial whisper as her claw tips trace the rim of the hammer resting between you. You know, if Seraphine thinks this is family business, she might just faint from the scandal. Her tail flicks at your ankle underwater, a smirk playing on her lips as she casts a glance at the flustered dragon behind you. Though she slowly plucks the hammer from your grasp and weighs it in her hands with exaggerated thought. The real question is whether I should tell Oriana you've been collecting favors from everyone in town, or just let her sniff out the hammer on her own. What? See, like, hammer on the brain. Who cares? It's a hammer. Get over it. Yeah. Let's see. Let's see. Hammer. I don't really have anything to say to her. See. Yeah, I'm just gonna go back to building my Gabagulatorium. The weasel dude. Is that a hammer in your pocket? Yeah. Yes. Shoot. Oh, it's just her letting herself in. There's no merchant there. Darn it. It's just an inconvenient time of day to try to get food. Oh, never mind. I don't have any gold, though. Third time you dragged yourself in. Sliding a bowl of beef stew. Nice. Oh, dude. Gareth's the best. Oh, let's see. Sliding a bowl of beef stew across the counter. Receive the beef stew gratefully. Hey. Famished from construction work. I didn't realize he was open this early. Grunts and nudges a mug of cider. Oh, dude. They can't forget about Ruckus. And if Ruckus asks, the stew's 10 gold. For you, on the house, this once. Why free cider? It's bring... Yeah, exactly. Bring a hammer, get a free cider. Watches you devour the stew like a wolf who's tasted actual hunger. Which, given the way your ears keep twitching toward the kitchen... You clean that mimic slobber off of Miller's hammer yet? Oh, everybody compliments me on the hammer. Well, Ruckus, my life fighting that undead monster. His ears twitch, and he leans forward just enough to cast a shadow over your half-finished stew. Saved your life. That hack's prayers couldn't exorcise a hangover. Yeah, I need some damn money or I'm going to starve to death. Don't believe your lying eyes. Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to have to trade some planks or something. Oh my gosh, so desperately poor. Pay your tab with splinters now? But since Rosalind got his son down... Seconds are on the house for the planks. Yeah. Yeah, this firewood. Plenty of gold. Once the Gabagoo. I'm gonna get so tired of typing that. Receive Gareth's This reminds me actually of a particular Daggerfall playthrough where I was at a low level and I caught some disease and I was out in the middle of nowhere and I just couldn't scrape together a cure for the disease. I was too far away. I would have died if I'd fast traveled too far. Nobody was open. There was just a whole bunch of things that happened all in a row that made the normal nuisance of catching a disease. There we go. There we go. The glory hole of meat. Eric's been calling it the glory hole of meat behind your back. Maybe an actual glory hole would be more profitable. Yeah, I was just kidding, dude. You put one glory hole in my village, pup, and I'll donate your entire Gobble-Gulatorium to the Mimic Pit. Okay. Oh, that's some quality beef stew. Look at that. A hefty bowl of savory beef stew, slow cooked with carrots and thyme. The rich broth still steaming despite the damp chill clinging to your armor. Comfort in a wooden bowl. Oh, dude, thanks. And then here comes Ugandan Knuckles. Hey, nice. Okay, let's finish our damn construction project at last. Ugandan jump scare, yeah. You should conspire with the, what kind of conspiracy should we engage in? You're talking about the weasel? Yeah, he has sold us some poison gas before we used to kill somebody. But conspire for what? Maybe, maybe he wants to help us run a glory hole prostitution business, something like that. Oh, I forgot about that meeting. It's not for a while, though. Glory, yeah. They smear a lure potion all over their member, and then they stick it into the wall. The potions extra. Do you know the way? Wait a minute. hammer's gonna break, isn't it? Yeah. Nails! I thought I had it. Oh, that's right. I still need to, Okay, so I need 1-2 more handfuls of nails for the corners, and then the others will be made up of nails that are ripped up from existing construction. And then I'll have a 3x3 interior. Darn. I'm so poor. I'm so poor, you guys. Conspire to turn Garrus to... Yeah. Can't believe I got fined all that money. Let's see. Just adding extra sausage and drink to the menu, yeah. Special items. Yeah, special items that don't appear on the menu. Oh, that's right, my handsaw broke. Damn, everything's busted. Okay, you know what I'm gonna have to do is I'm gonna have to go on a little mining expedition, scrape up some more money. Who's this? Oh, it's the cat. Oh shit, I'm exhausted. Fuck. And again, oh wait, am I still paid up for the day? No. Alright, well, I'll just sleep here on the ground. Let's see, what are we gonna do? I'm getting a little bit of exhaustion back, or whatever. Energy. You wake up freezing cold. I'm pretty sure she wakes you up if, so I'll just sleep here. You're too cold to sleep? Damn it. Oh, I should have, yeah. There, the brief exposure to the fire warmed me up a little bit. You're cold. Jeez. Mural coming or not? There we go. Slips out of the shadows like a waterlogged imp, her green scales still dripping from the rain as she shakes herself off. Well, well, look who's risking frostbite for a handful of nails. Either you've got a serious furniture addiction, or you just need you're just looking for excuses to get me alone in the middle of the night. And you smell like wet dog. Guess baths aren't just for sneaky business, huh? Nails. Produces a small clinging pouch from her satchel with a flourish, dangling it just out of reach with a teasing. Oh, I got way more than nails. Turns out the Lasser's wagons also had some borrowed iron brackets, perfect for reinforcing that sad little shed of yours. Ah, so they still think it's a... I mean, I wonder, do they think I have two buildings and this is a shed? Do they always... Like, is the shed really always going to be big in people's minds? I want them to think about the glorious Gabagulatorium and not the building that's always a shed no matter how much you improve it. You want to keep your paws clean. Maybe next time you'll ask nicely when the sun's up. Paid in, already paid in advance, how many, nails did you get? Dozens of iron nails. 216! Oh, what if it actually gives me that many? What if it actually gives me that many? Awesome. Receive the 216 nails from Mural. What if it actually gave me 216 nails? Individual handfuls of them. Let's see. Encumbered. Yeah, there we go. We're rich. That's 2,160 gold worth of nails. Watch as you scoop up the nails. Nails you to the floor, yeah. Just dump truck full of nails. You're amazing. This is just what I needed. Okay. I hate to ask you. Oh. But do you have a spare empty crate? Mural's butt full of nails. You know those meme pictures of an arrow pointing at someone's butt and right? I don't think I have seen. Of course you need a crate now. I guess I can. Yeah. I've got a broken one full of splinters behind Aldrich. You haul it, you fix it. She definitely loaned it to you. I'll just drop him on the damn floor. drop a torch on them, yeah. Break the whole game. Yep. Too much, just enough. Nice. Look at them all. You could sell. No, well, yeah, I don't know. I think I'll rationalize that as the profits from my Gabagulatorium. Nice rug. Rug. Oh, yeah. Yeah, well, charge people to meditate on it. All love is a bed of nails. Yep. Love hurts good on a bed of nails. Now our hammer's gonna break, but it's... Oh, right. Lay you down, and when all else fails, drive you like a hammer on a bed of nails. Double out. Yeah. Let's see. Alright, so now... Dang. Still need... Yeah, I'm going to have to sell some nails to buy some tools to... We'll just rationalize it that Miro smuggled me all the stuff that I need. Let's see. And darn it, I'm hungry again. Everything is miserable. Because of... Yeah, yeah. But that has its own cost, I guess. Because you need like 10 stone per section of wall. So, they get you... Okay, but this is going to be... This is going to be good enough. Okay, let's rest till morning. Rocks are heavy, yeah. And the sky is blue. Okay, so let's think about how we're going to do this. We need some food. Okay, well, I mean, we got money now, basically. If we have nails, we have money. We just got to wait for Aldrich's dumb shop to open. So I'm going to... Oops. Store... So we need another... Wait. No, we have an axe. We need a handsaw. Oh, nice. We got all that money on the way. We need a payday loan system in Silverpine. Well, shoot. Now that cash isn't an issue, maybe we should just buy the planks. Yeah, let's try to finish the Gabagulatorium before this stream ends. Buying planks is... yeah. Let's see. Glances up from the brook as you approach, their blue eyes flickering with amusement as they take in your rain-slicked fur and the borrowed hammer still clutched in your grip. Well, well, if it isn't our, sniffs the air theatrically, barely reformed purveyor of illegal potions and questionable meat ventures. Let's see. Raises a brow at Seraphine's presence, tail twitching. Looks like someone's making interesting choices in company this morning. Gestures to the half-built hut behind you, smirk widening. So Noja, does this mean the Gabagulatorium is finally going to feature an approved by angry dragon section? Or are you just here to pretend fishing requires a hammer? Should I fetch my armor? Feels like someone's about to incarcerate their optimism again. Don't like how that... yeah. Heard you've been talking shit about my Gaba. Barks out a laugh, shaking water from their paw after... oh, sweet mercy, who hasn't been talking shit? I'm just maintaining a healthy skepticism. Though between us, I'd pay 3 gold just to watch Oriana try to lift one of your meat slabs without snapping in half. Pure entertainment value. Keep swinging that hammer, Wolf. Village thrives on terrible ideas. I will show you. I will show you. A healthy skepticism about any business built by someone who still smells like prison stew and poor decisions. Stammers from behind her wings, peeking just one golden eye out. Now let's not be hasty, should we? Oh dear, is that blood on your pauldrons? A proper antiseptic. Whatever a Gabagulatorium is. Professionally. I could make you a proper anti... okay. Are you injured? Oh, okay. She's actually nice. She's just a little bit too high-strung. Relax, Nurse Scales. That's just rust. Unlike some people, he hasn't punched a cave bear today. Because Oriana still owes me for that stress-reduced wine incident. Well, you need a mediator or just a witness to whatever legally precarious bonding moment this is? River's been flowing extra hard. Oh, I'm not going to murder this guy. He's okay. Yeah, it'd be an awful shame if someone was to just, you know, fall into the river and drown. Who said anything about murder? We're talking about an accidental drownification. Allegedly. Okay, so what do we want? Oh, I should get some food. Now, yeah, I didn't have money when I started walking this way, so now that I do... let's go to Hayden's Bakery. Oh, shit. Knuckles is just sleeping there. there a quick... Oh yeah, there's a quick save key I need to start using. Yeah. Would be nice if the game could randomize a bunch of positions where NPCs can fall asleep. Well, if you had... A lot of the vanilla NPCs, they sleep in the nearest bed at a point in their routine rather than in the exact spot the way you do with the custom routines. So if you have a bunch of beds that are in the same zone, like the same defined interior, they'll sleep in different places. Like you can go into a NPC's house whose key you have and just move their bed over, and you'll come back, they'll sleep in their bed and not on the floor. Well, my approval on it for Hayden is still really low. He just hears rumors about my alleged criminal activities and... The borrowed hammer. You're back. Did Aldrich put you up to this again? Because I swear, if this is about the... Oh, a croissant. Awesome, dude. I could go for some croissants. I could destroy a whole thing of croissants. Maybe don't tell Uncle Ruckus about the hammer. Boy, Uncle Ruckus looms high in their reckoning. I was thinking of like naps. Oh. There's a tiny, grudging relief in his posture as he quickly pockets the coins and retreats to the safety of his oven. Oh. Let me just tuck over here in the corner and, Ah, there we go. Oh, now I need to rest. Jeez. Let's see. Oh, and I said I need to start quick saving more often. Okay, so let me think. We need... That's right, we need some... okay, yeah, I'll get some nails to sell so we can buy the equipment we need. And actually, you know what? Oh, I was going to rob him while he was sleeping. And I'm not going to talk to Sophie right this minute. Is that Hunter just standing out in the rain? Store the loaf of bread. I can always get it back later. Let's see. Store. Take. Oh, geez, Roz, I need you to be in your shop so I can sell you stuff. Oh, someone's doing a walk-up. Let's see what this is about. we got a fair amount of reputation with Creation at this point. Slithers up with that too innocent saunter, Munch waddling behind him like a guilty treasure chest. Care to help me rebalance Aldrich's inventory? He's been overcharging for rope. I'll pay you in nails, gossip, and the satisfaction of petty revenge. Deal? Deal. Noja, my favorite felonious architect. I see you've been putting our borrowed tools to good use. Deal. You know, the thing about these kind of survival modes and the way that makes resources kind of taught is you actually consider petty crime because you actually need the money. Whereas, you know, in a lot of games, they shovel so much loot at you that if you go with an evil guild or something, it's just for the role-playing experience and to see the quest line. It's not because you actually need the money. But by keeping you on the edge of starvation, you're like, pickpocketing is actually good, you know. Magnificent. Our tools are pre-lubricated for silent operation. Now here's the plan. You create a diversion involving the tragic collapse of Aldrich's artisanal barrel display, and I'll handle the accounting adjustments. Try to look devastated about the barrels, darling. Your acting was chef's kiss last time. Mwah. Alright, I'm on my way now. Alright. Salutes you with the kind of grin that should come with a warning label. Happy trails, agent of beautiful destruction, Anoja. If you happen to see a certain green-scaled courier looking around, do be a dear and trip her into a puddle for me. Let's see. So I got a fair amount of approval from this guy. Wonder if it would be possible to have Munch eat one of the custom NPCs. Oh, I'm sure... Actually, I think he would be a good way to dispose of a dead body. You know, rather than just tossing them in the river like we did with Tony, or burying them out like in the wilderness like we did with Whisper. Feline arches one sleek brow as you enter, his claws resting lightly on the counter like a merchant king presiding over his domain. You finally realize that construction is less profitable than petty larceny. Let's see, what do you got here? What did I need? Let's see. I'm gonna switch to selling. Switch to buying. And let's do a one-time purchase of... Okay, we can actually get a lot with this. First of all, let's get a window as long as we got a little bit of walking around money. There we go. That's a good starter. We're going to be doing a lot of chopping of wood eventually, but... tail lashes once, sharp, incredulous, as you drop the absurd surplus of nails onto his counter with all the grace of his lips curl into something marvelous. You've officially graduated from amateur dragon slayer. Hey, you tried killing a fucking dragon here. I don't see you killing any fucking dragons. You're exhausted? Yeah, totally. Oh, I forgot to roleplay that I was distracting him. Don't make me laugh. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, y'all shit yourself when you see news. I don't want to hear about it. All right. All right. Well rested. Let's go here. Oh, we don't have a lot of uses left on this hammer. Oh yeah, that's right. You can deconstruct and it doesn't cost you hammer points. Hey, Lazy King, welcome. Yeah, sorry. Microphone was muted for some reason. I don't know what I pushed that did that. Lazy King, how have you been? Good to see you. Yeah, I don't know when I muted it. I'm supposed... Well, whatever. You have existed. That's good. That's good. How you doing, though? How you doing? What have you been up to? Okay, so... Someone was suggesting I make a deal with this guy. Not much, just doing tons of paperwork, yeah. Oh, I should have sold Aldrich that old, the older weapon. Whatever, I'll put it aside for now. Spots you and immediately performs, let's see. Just the wolf I wanted to see. Not that I was looking for you. Like you needed a guy like me to, I don't know, facilitate a supply chain realignment. Let's see. Clearly already mentally spending it. Okay, hold on a second. Spots you and immediately performs the world's least subtle attempt at casual, leaning against the bakery wall while pretending to examine his claws, which would be convincing if he weren't still clutching a burlap sack with Aldrich Shop's price tag poking out. Noja! Waves hammer in your direction like a baton. Did you break this save or doing more? Did I break it? What do you mean, did I break it? I'm involved in various kinds of petty crimes because the game keeps you so poor at the beginning, and I just fell into it. Just fell in with a bad crowd. Let's see, not that I was looking for you. No, purely coincidental, absolutely. Nervously adjusts his cuffs. Like pulling that magic. No, I don't go crazy with that stuff. I don't go crazy with that stuff here. I do things that are internally logical. Although, I did kill a dragon, and I killed a bunch of other people, but there was always an in-game rationalization for how I killed them and why. One guy, I challenged him to a duel, and then someone in chat, after I killed him, resurrected him, and he was like an undead who was able to regenerate even any kind of injury. So, not this stream. So I ran into the bar where someone had made an Uncle Ruckus character, and I had him help me exorcise the undead. Otherwise, I don't see how I could have defeated him. And the person who made the character was kind of annoyed. So, you ever notice how some folks, Aldrich, have way too much inventory lying around? Real shame if, hypothetically, a guy like you needed a guy like me to, I don't know, facilitate a supply chain realignment. Grins crookedly, clearly already mentally spending his cut of the nails. You don't even know you've agreed to fence yet. I just need a hammer. Just the ordinary tool. Not a weapon. I should play this again, but I'm at 2 micros. I'd forgotten that you'd played this at all. Metalwing Wolf was the one who told me about it. Lazy King, have you been seeing all... If you play this game, are you still in the Discord? Have you been seeing all the crazy shit that we've been making for this game? We've made all kinds of God mode mods and build your own town mods and every kind of weird mod and tons of custom characters. And then I'm also working on... last thing I remember was trying to mess with the snake lady. Oh, yeah. Oh, let me show you. Okay, so you just got in here, right? Let me show you this the new and improved snake lady. Of course, the old persuader. For strictly non-criminal nail-banging purposes, I presume I can get you the real deal. Special price for a fellow entrepreneur, though perhaps I should start carrying one myself. Occupational hazard for being a consultant. So a deal, hammer for future considerations. Do I have any more gold? Oh wait. Deal. Receive hammer from Vinny. I've been actively checking the Discord, been back in my hermit mode. Oh, well, I hope you enjoyed the hermit mode. Sometimes hermit mode is just what you need to heal. Or, what you need to heal, or just, like, I really enjoyed the off-stream life. I really, really enjoyed the off-stream life. Let's see. Mostly playing Path... Oh, yeah, that's right. You're a huge Path of Exile guy, right? You play 1 or 2. Borrowed... Oh, that's another... They keep giving me the weapon. Okay, as long as I'm carrying the weapon, I think that the word cloud is going to associate that. So they're just going to keep giving me more and more versions of this weapon. Which isn't terrible, but I mean, it's not like I'm really worried for money now since I have all those nails. Anyway. So, yeah, let's go see the snake lady. You didn't see that. That never existed. Brand new. Yeah, I need to talk to someone while I don't have the hammer equipped, or even in my inventory, probably. Oh yeah, a sturdy iron hammer. Its oak handle worn smooth, except where someone, Creation, has hastily scratched out the Miller family crest near the head. Still faintly smells of mimic drool. So I'll just keep getting more and more. I wonder if I keep getting copies of this, will it eventually climb up in rarity? I should just ask everybody in the village for hammers, and then I'll eventually have just a legendary borrowed hammer with Miller family crest. Whoever the Millers are. Okay, hang on. Given one a fair given one a fair shake since was introduced to its super rush through without learning any of the game my first time around. Oh, Michael. Okay. I was like, who the hell is that? Roger Miller? Now that you mention mods and more... Oh, yeah, there's a ton of custom characters, first of all. There's a ton of custom characters. I think we have actually 100 characters. He's Michael Miller, the mouse musician. Oh, okay. Oh, so wait. Wait, how does he know? Okay, so I guess he must have a knowledge entry about that NPC because that guy's not in the game at the moment. Shouldn't be. You have to make any characters. Do I have you confused with someone else? I thought you'd... I thought you did make some... Okay, let's see. Let's go visit the snake ladies. Okay. You know me, I'm a big modding guy. I love wasting 20 hours of my time to fix Skyrim and get it working only to drop it out. Yeah. Well, I'm trying to make a game that's like what people want from a game like Skyrim. But of course, you know, for one person to do all that damn work and make all those assets. Currently going over the new heads for Thena. Yeah, you're the bunny guy, right? You're the guy who makes the bunnies. You like Oriana? Just get her away from like that. That's not the end of the world. Slams her book shut. Oh, we got a whole family of bunnies. We got 4 bunnies and another bunny on the way. That's a total of 5 bunnies. Lots of bunnies. Slams her book shut with enough force to make the oil lantern flicker, coiling her massive tail beneath her to stand at full imposing height despite already towering over you, those amber eyes glinting with something between suspicion and territorial irritation as she dramatically flexes her swollen biceps. Arthur and Heather, yeah, there's 2 white bunnies. Heather is actually probably my favorite custom character that's out there so far. And then I had a massive fight with Arthur, where we actually destroyed the guard tower, and he was so strong that I hired Yoda to come help me fight him, and even Yoda was scared of him and ran away a couple of times, but we eventually wore him down. Let's see, as she dramatically flexes her swollen biceps. Oh, look, the Gabagool Lord himself. Her forked tongue flicks out mockingly as she gestures to the hammer at your hip. So you and Celadine, how do you have 600k of these? It's a lot of Carvels. Funny thing to me is I didn't even specify anything about him being an overpowered paladin type. Just the LM. Yeah. So you and Celadine figured out where you stole that hammer yet? Or leans uncomfortably close, muscles twitching. Were you too busy, lifts one scale pattern brow, discussing meat varieties? Her tail flicks the sweet roll off the table behind her back like she's hiding evidence of indulgence. Don't mind me. Couldn't go a full day without seeing those glorious abdominals. I just know my preference in body type isn't everyone. Yeah, well, that's the great thing is everybody can make their own variety. So anyway, Lazy King, I'm making a combination of this game and Daggerfall using that Daggerfall Unity. And people are going to be able to, like, you know, put in all their own custom content. And I'm actually mapping out, like, a world. And people are going to be able to personalize it. And you can join this if you want. You don't have to be, like, involved in everything that the community does to... I mean, Algasith, who I have no reason to believe plays this at all, he just joined the world map minigame just for fun, just for yucks. Let's see... And so yeah, if you like muscly people, if you like a little bit on the chubby side, if you like tall and thin, if you like anything, the dev also constantly optimizes the games it runs. Yeah. There's been a lot of performance improvements since it came out. But anyway, I'm trying to make like a world where you know, there's just so much variety in every kind of content from, yeah, sure, I'm down. I just haven't been around to see it. Oh yeah, I mean, I've been having a hard time recruiting people for the world map game, but then I made another project where people are planning out where they're going to place their custom NPCs in the village. Yeah, I mean, the amount of modding has just gone exponentially. So much has happened in such a short amount of time. And people were much more eager to get involved with that because it's their characters. So, of course, they have a vested interest already. I'm having a hard time selling people on the idea of what the world map will eventually be, right? But people saw the potential of the village, the extended village map right away. Yeah, this whole experience, I opened up the server to host the Silverpine community, such as it was, on a complete whim, and this has been some of the most fun I've had in a long time. And it's just like this onrush of creative energy, you know what I mean? My own and all these other people, you know, we got, you know, it's been incredible. You know, this is where I want to be. This is you know, like a kid in a candy store mode for me. Just everybody all around me is creating stuff and bouncing ideas off each other. Her entire scales flush a faint pink as her tail instinctively coils tighter beneath her, but she quickly regains composure and flexes even harder, veins practically bulging in her arms. She crosses her arms with a metallic clink of armored scales. Finally, someone with working eyesight around here, though her smirk turns dangerously smug as she suddenly looms taller by balancing on the chair's armrest. You'd better not be trying any of your smooth talk gabagool tactics on me like you did with Celandine. Her tail flicks the fallen sweet roll into the rug with a hiss of scales on wood. I require much higher standards, like, glances at your hammer, at least 3 more visible deltoid striations before I even consider tolerating you. Very small community, but very high quality. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Everyone's really nice. There's not been any drama at all. People joke around. You can give constructive criticism. Yeah, it's been great. It's been great. All right. So yeah, I just wanted to see upgraded super Swoliana, I call her. Send you some questions if I have someone I try to get in again. Yeah. All right, everybody. We didn't meet our goal. We didn't finish the Gabagulatorium because we can't have our hammer broke. Once you get enough ore and a workbench, then your shit, never breaks again if you're smart. But this is at the very beginning where you're kind of scraping things together. Although we are now filthy rich because of those nails. I mean, that's, like I said, that's over 2,000 gold worth of nails. So the question is, how do we, we'll just, you know what we're going to do? We're going to say that the Gabagulatorium is already doing business and that represents the revenue of it. Okay. But I'm still going to be doing things like finishing the building, fixing up the interior so it looks nicer, and periodically I'll go out and hunt some bear or deer or elk or whatever, some rabbits. Yeah. So anyway, thank you everybody for stopping by. There are a couple cool people that we could raid right now. Let's see what they're playing, and that'll help me make a decision. What's this guy doing? Wario, Burglin Gnomes, and more Burglin Gnomes. Let's see. Let's go window pane. All right, everybody. Thank you very much for joining us. Guess we're going back to... Oh, wait, be part of the raid. Be part of the raid. Get the +1. I'll see... Or actually, I won't see you guys in a couple of days. I'm going to be out of town for the weekend. But we'll, as soon as I'm available again, the next odd number day that I'm in town, we'll be doing again. I'll put a thing up beforehand. Thanks again. Have fun, everyone.